really great session about mobile technology and apps, and learned a lot about the process and criteria for selecting and designing a mobile application for our events. Seems like there's a lot of good options out there. I learned a lot from the Map My Fitness team about kind of what to think about when you're designing an app. We've got a pretty large organization with a lot of events, so it's pretty complicated, but it was a good kind of framework for us to think about.
Yeah, I think one of the most amazing things I've witnessed over the last several days, one of the presentations had commercials that were done by the Minnesota Department of Tourism and the Oregon Department of Tourism. And these ads are completely bicycle-centric, trying to get people to visit Minnesota and Oregon, not for bike racing, but just for the pure pleasure of all the things that bicycle travel provide people. Really amazing creative ads that I witnessed, and to me it was indicative of how far cycling has come into the mainstream public. When you have major tourism departments focusing on the bicycle as a means of revenue and of tourism, I was really impressed by that.
Colorado is such a great standard to try to live up to. So Oklahoma, we have our unique challenges in regards to, bicyclist rights and things like that, and expanding events and getting more rides out there. And so we've gotten a lot of really great ideas from Coloradans on what we can do to really improve cycling in Oklahoma.
Experience that I had yesterday of going to the 101, the Bike Rides 101, which talked about insurance issues, and that's no small thing for underwriting, the safety of your event and making sure that you've addressed all the things. That was extremely valuable, and all the speakers, they had a forum of speakers, were just fantastic.
It's tough to say there's one thing you take from this conference. We may be the largest ride here, the most experienced ride here, but there's always little tidbits of information you pick up, whether it's technology, whether it's information regarding demographics and the shift in demographics, certain industry trends. I'm looking forward to this expo to learning a lot more about different technology, different jerseys, just different companies out there that can help our riders.
It works out great, I think, for us. We get to get in front of a lot of different bike events throughout the whole country, not just in Colorado, and promote our services. We're able to help the event in terms of logistics. They don't need to worry about how people are going to ship their bikes or where their bikes are going to get shipped to. We take care of all that for them, custom landing pages on our website, that type of thing.
There was one topic for Race HQ, which is a really cool program that we're actually beta testing right now that's for event directors. It's a technology that really allows you to collaborate with people on your team and get down all those nitty-gritty details into one working area. So as event directors, we often are working with a lot of different spreadsheets, and next thing you know, you've got sticky notes everywhere, and really getting the information that's in your brain out of your brain into a system that works. So from a technology standpoint, I think that is just invaluable. And over the years, I think that we all really need to make sure that we're doing that.
Moxie Cycling is a women-specific cycling apparel company. So this segment in particular is one where we can reach event directors that are organizing events throughout the country, and we can connect with them. So much of what we do is encourage women to get out there on their bikes, and part of that experience is feeling great in what they look, or feeling great in what they're wearing. So this expo gives us the opportunity to connect with those individuals and really bring women's cycling to the forefront.
By bringing Strava in, we pretty much were able to pull those higher level athletes to come to our ride, which is mostly a community ride. Hasn't changed much over the last 10 years. It introduced a new element and a competition of some sort, so that we had a Boulder Canyon closure, and we were able to time people going from the mouth of the canyon to Nederland. So that was a competition aspect, even though it was still just a ride. It brought some premier athletes and a little bit more excitement to get the TIA Cref polka dot jersey. So it was a good little twist on our event, and we're hoping to do it again next year and grow the numbers and grow the level of riders and and keep supporting scholarships for need-based students at the university.
I've been to Interbike and I've been to a lot of other kind of seminars and stuff like that, and this one is very dialed in to the audience, to the people that are doing the events, and also to the people putting on the events. So for us, it brings a very targeted audience, which is our main client, and it's been very valuable. I think also, though, it brought a lot of people to Denver that had never brought to Denver, and so when Scott from Bicycle Colorado is sharing Colorado bicycle facts to people who have never seen it, it's pretty impressive. And so I think other states are leaving with a lot of information that they've learned and brought here to Denver, which is nice.
What I see here in Denver, and what I wish I could see in other places, Boulder and different areas, is just the cycling community that y'all have built here. Des Moines working on it. I believe Des Moines is a bronze level with the LAB, but Iowa is working very hard. We call ourselves the World Capital of Trails, but there's still a lot of work to do to make Iowa a more bicycle-friendly state.